Something happened to Monty Miller, John Hamm, at the end of Landman Season 1, Episode 9, but it's not entirely clear whether he lived or died. As the head of Tommy Norris, Billy Bob Thornton, Oil Company, MTEX, Monty is one of the most important characters in Landman. He makes the big decisions about which wells to dig, which rigs to work over, and his story brings the high-stakes business side of the oil industry. It also put him on the giving end of Ariana's, Paulina Chavez, settlement, however, and the massive payout caused his third heart attack. By the ending of Landman Season 1, Episode 9, it seemed like Monty was going to make some major changes because of his heart issues. He named Tommy as the new Vice President of Operations for MTEX, he offered Rebecca, Kayla Wallace, the job of Vice President of Exploration, and he even said he was going to step back from the job and spend more time with Cammy, Demi Moore, and his family. Those changes seemingly weren't enough, however, as Monty's heart rate spiked, and he looked physically uncomfortable just before the episode ended. It's not clear what happened to Monty, but Landman did hint at his fate. Monty is seemingly dead, or dying, in Landman Episode 9. Monty's rotten heart seems to have caught up with him. Monty Miller, John Hamm, laying in a hospital bed as his heart rate increases in Landman Season 1, Episode 9. Based on how Monty's heart rate spiked and how much pain he was in, it looks like he is either dying or dead in Landman Episode 9. Monty himself said he had a busted, rotten heart, and the constant stress of managing a multi-billion-dollar oil company wasn't doing him any favors. His increased heart rate and physical discomfort could be a sign that he was having yet another heart attack immediately after his third bypass, which would be catastrophic for his health. If Monty didn't already die from his heart complications, he's almost certainly at death's door. There's another hint in Landman Episode 9 that Monty isn't long for this world. The morning after his heart rate increased, Tommy got a call from Cammy that didn't go well. While Landman didn't reveal exactly what Cammy said, Tommy's response of "I'm sorry to hear that. What can I do? Is there any way I can help?" seems to indicate that Monty is dead. On top of that, the coyote Tommy saw get shot at the end of the episode is heavily symbolic, and it could be a metaphor for Tommy taking Monty's place at MTEX. Why Landman might have killed off John Hamm's character already. Killing off Monty in Landman Season the 1st of may have helped secure John Hamm, and it adds tension to the show. If Landman did, in fact, kill off Monty, there are a few reasons the show would have taken John Hamm's character out in the first season. Though Taylor Sheridan has an uncanny ability to secure major stars for his shows, the role of Monty may not have been big enough to keep Hamm around. Monty is a side character in Tommy's story, and Hamm may have only agreed to do a single season in a supporting role. It's also possible that Monty dying in Landman Season 1 helped convince Hamm to take the part, as it would ensure he doesn't get roped into a multiple-year-long role. Aside from the possible behind-the-scenes reasons for it, Monty's death also grants Landman a wealth of new narrative options. For most of his time in Landman Season 1, Monty has been establishing how difficult and stressful the financial side of the oil industry is. If he died and Tommy had to take over that aspect of MTEX, Landman would have the perfect way to raise the stakes in a new season. Monty's death due to stress from his work, coupled with Jerry Jones' Landman cameo, also creates a great foil for Tommy's struggle to focus on both his work and his family. What Monty's death would mean for Landman. MTEX's entire structure will change now, and Tommy will likely have even more to do in Landman. Monty's death, if it did happen, would have some far-reaching effects on Landman. Monty was single-handedly managing MTEX's corporate side, and someone else, likely both Rebecca and Tommy, given their recent promotions, will have to fill that role now. That also means Tommy and Rebecca will be working even closer than ever before, which will give them ample opportunities to butt heads again. As VP of Operations and without Monty to fall back on, Tommy's job will also get even more stressful and demanding, which should set up Landman Season 2 to be even more intense. Tommy's expanded role in MTEX's leadership could also have a big impact on other Landman characters. Angela, Ali Lata, for example, already bemoans how much Tommy works, and those complaints won't go away now that he's a vice president. Cooper's, Jacob Laughlin, decision to start his own oil company will also put him in direct competition with MTEX, which should put a new strain on the Norris family. Even Cammy could have more to do in the next installments of Landman, as she could either take a bigger role in MTEX or at least figure out what to do without Monty around.